What's up guys, today I explain you, Dragon Ball DAIMA's Super Saiyan 4 has a secret connection to Goku's first real form in DBZ. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel. Now have fun with the video.
Visually, Super Saiyan 4 is a drastic departure from the previous three Super Saiyan transformations. Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, and Super Saiyan 3 are all variations of the same idea. The user gains spiky, golden blonde hair and larger muscles, and their eyes lose their pupils. When it was first introduced in Dragon Ball GT, Super Saiyan 4 didn't change its users' hair colors or affect their pupils, but it did give them furry red chests, red tails, and brand new outfits. The new, canon version of the form introduced in Dragon Ball DAIMA is similar, but it makes Goku's hair as red as his chest, and it renders his hands more ape-like. Neither Dragon Ball GT or Dragon Ball DAIMA was the first time red acted as Goku's defining color. Technically, it always has been. In the Dragon Ball manga, Goku's Turtle School G is red, and the original anime stayed true to this until it eventually began presenting the G as orange. But when it comes to transformations, Goku first donned himself in red with his first new form in Dragon Ball Z, the Kaioken. The Kaioken is different from all other transformations in Dragon Ball, only able to be used in short bursts, damaging its user's body the more they multiply their power, and surrounding its user in a red aura, rather than changing their physical appearance. It's always been one of the most interesting tools in Goku's arsenal, which is why fans rejoiced when it returned in Dragon Ball Super. Kaioken is more intriguing than ever. Now, though, because of how it parallels the Dragon Ball DAIMA version of Super Saiyan 4, color choices in visual mediums aren't typically arbitrary, which is especially true for quality anime. In action anime, bright red is almost always used as a color to represent heroism, leadership, and burning hot passion. The same is likewise true of one of Akira Toriyama's most frequent sources of inspiration, tokusatsu series like Super Sentai. Even if he's more closely associated with orange, blue, and gold, red suits Goku better than any other color, and the moments in which Kaioken and Super Saiyan 4 are used embody why. Goku's battles against Vegeta and Frieza are his hardest and most hopeless struggles in Dragon Ball Z, and the red key of the Kaioken perfectly reflects his intensity and bravery in these moments. While the stakes in Dragon Ball DAIMA are far lower than in DBZ, Super Saiyan 4 Goku still represents the character at his most heroic, as he fights against Goma for no other reason but to save the demon realm, not caring at all at this moment about testing his strength and happy to accept help. Super Saiyan 4 and the Kaioken aren't the only tricks Goku has to transform himself into a red-coded character. In Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Gods, Goku unlocked his Super Saiyan God transformation. Along with the power to contend with Beerus, Super Saiyan God gives Goku a red-orange aura, dark red hair, and red eyes, while also making his eyes more detailed and his body slimmer. Despite how it looks, though, Super Saiyan God doesn't represent the same aspects of Goku that the Kaioken and Super Saiyan 4 do. As Goku himself bemoans, Super Saiyan God isn't the result of his own training or power, instead having been created by the Super Saiyan God ritual. Goku's usage of Super Saiyan God isn't at all tied to his heroism or passion. Notably, neither he nor Vegeta ever used the form against an actual only in the anime. They only use it against Beerus, Broly, and competitors in the Tournament of Power. Super Saiyan God is symbolic of Goku stepping into the realm of the divine and achieving an entirely new level of power. There's a reason why the form is quickly replaced, as it's merely a stepping stone to stronger and more effective transformations like Super Saiyan Blue, Ultra Instinct, and Ultra Ego. What's curious is that Dragon Ball DAIMA has retroactively made Super Saiyan God feel more like a natural next step for Goku, as opposed to a massive step forward in a brand new direction. Dragon Ball DAIMA is set in between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, and, as far as fans currently know, nothing of significance happened between it and Dragon Ball Super. During Goku's battle against Goma at the climax of the anime, he ascends to Super Saiyan 4 with the help of the Elder Namekian and Demon Realm resident, Neva. Well, it's later clarified that Goku was already working towards this form, and that Neva simply gave him the final push that he needed. It's nonetheless a magically sourced, demonic transformation. Going directly from Super Saiyan 4 to Super Saiyan God, Goku keeps red as his primary color, but switches from demonic ki to god ki. The longer Dragon Ball has gone on, the more prominent a role Goku and Vegeta's rivalry-turned partnership has had. In Dragon Ball Super, their relationship is the single most important one in the series. For as well as orange naturally complements Vegeta's primary color of blue, a more classical red and blue pairing would suit the two far better. In anime-inspired media, tokusatsu, and so much more, red and blue are used as direct contrasts and are typically used as the defining colors of rival characters with opposite personalities. Whereas a hero in red is passionate, noble, charismatic, and prone to acting dumb, their blue-coated rivals are cooler-headed, reserved, intelligent, and more significantly flawed. Famous examples of this include Tai and Mat from Digimon, Ryuko and Satsuki from Kill la Kill, and Natsu and Gray from Fairy Tail. Goku and Vegeta's dynamic contributed heavily to the popularity of this trope, which makes it all the more odd that Goku isn't typically seen in red. Goku's most iconic usage of the Kaioken was in his first battle against Vegeta. Seeing Goku, the rugged and outmatched low-class warrior, surrounded by a pulsating red aura, as Vegeta fights smugly in his regal blue attire worked brilliantly, and it's something none of their future fights have benefited from. It also would have kept fans happy, as Goku never using the Kaioken after he becomes a Super Saiyan is something people have complained about for decades. Sticking to the manga coloring would have been the easier solution, though, as then Goku would have worn red and black, contrasting Vegeta's blue and white even better. With the introduction of Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, Dragon Ball had the opportunity to finally make Goku and Vegeta defined by red and blue, specifically. Super Saiyan Blue could have simply been Vegeta's version of Super Saiyan God, rather than a brand new transformation with functionally no difference. Unfortunately, this opportunity is wasted, and now the two are defined by white and purple, of all colors, respectively. The only hope left for this concept is if Vegeta ever gets his own canon version of Super Saiyan 4, and a brand new design to go with it. The connection between Super Saiyan 4 and Kaioken may seem shallow, but it has more depth than one might think. Color theory plays an important role in anime, and the way they drape Goku in red is far more fitting than any blonde, white, or blue hairdo ever could be. Hopefully, having access to multiple versions of Ultra Instinct won't stop Goku from ever using his red transformations in the future.